And welcome back. Because mortgage rates have more than doubled over the past 12 months, home builders are really scrambling in order to find home buyers right now. We're seeing this across the United States, but we're also seeing this in the greater Sacramento area. So I actually want to share an update for you guys regarding new home sales across the greater Sacramento area. And the trends we're seeing right now in the greater Sacramento area are very close to what we're seeing across the country as a whole, due to, of course, rising mortgage rates. So in today's video, I'm going to share a new report with you guys that was actually just announced a couple of days ago. I'm also going to be sharing how rising rates are impacting home buyers right now, especially those looking to buy a brand new home in the United States. So here's a new report I want to share with you guys. It was just announced a few days ago. This is from the North State Building Industry Association, or the BIA. This is for September brand new home sales across the greater Sacramento area, just announced on the 12th of October here. And I actually want to provide some detailed analysis regarding home sales right now because they're decreasing greatly in the greater Sacramento area. It says area new home sales continue to stabilize in a changing housing market. Another word for stabilize, though, is decrease or slow down, and more on that here in just a little bit. It says new home sales in the greater Sacramento area continue to stabilize in September with 279 sales reported by member home builders. I actually called the BIA about a month ago, and the vast majority of home builders in the greater Sacramento area are members of this association here. In any case, at 279 home sales for September, that is the most since May. However, though, on a year-over-year basis, that is a big decrease, and more on that here in just a little bit. And they said here, the housing market is expected to continue fluctuating as the Federal Reserve signals it will continue raising rates to fight inflation. No big surprises there, but to have a look at this. If you look back at September sales totals over the past decade, this month's numbers are very similar to what we saw for most of those years, and the graphic here is below here. In my opinion, they're kind of holding on to a glimmer of hope because have a look at this. This is September home sales in the greater Sacramento area, which, by the way, covers Sacramento, Placer, El Dorado, Yolo, Yuba, Sutter, Amador, and Nevada counties. A huge area in the greater Sacramento area. So new home sales in September were 279 home sales for the September. Compare this to 2020 and 2021, I'll see a giant decrease, of course, right? So they're saying here that if you compare the current levels at 279, compared to the past decade, were very similar to what we saw for most of those years. But look at this. Another way to say that is that right now at 279, we're at the lowest levels we've seen since 2016 in September. In other words, this is a 6-year low for September home sales, the lowest numbers we've seen since 2016, where we had 265 home sales. When looking at this, though, going back to 2012 through 2015, we do have significantly more home sales. This is just after the Great Recession, though, or the aftermath of the Great Recession here. In 2012, 2013, our housing market here in Sacramento really started to increase greatly, especially in 2013, where we saw a huge increase of investors in the area here. But again, at 279, this is the lowest levels since 2016. This is also significantly below 2017 levels at 332, and also well below 2019 and 2018 as well. So when they say here home sales continue to stabilize, I would say it's more appropriate to say we're at a 6-year low for home sales. And here's the number of new home sales across the greater Sacramento area ever since April of this year, and also compared to last year's levels as well. And by the way, a new home sale is when a contract is signed between a home builder and home buyer. So it's not a closed home sale, it's really acting like a pending home sale when a sales contract is being signed. So look at this. April 2021 to April 2022, we saw a 35% decrease in new home sales. Again, a decrease of contracts being signed. In May, on a year-over-year basis, down by 37%. That was when the average 30-year fix was only 5.23%. In June, it decreased a whopping 59% on a year-over-year basis. That's when rates were at 5.5%. In July, decreasing by 68% when rates were 5.41% for the average, according to Fannie Mae for that month. In August, decreasing by 47% when rates actually decreased to 5.22%. And look at this, September rates were at 6.11%, a giant decrease of 57% on a year-over-year basis. Therefore, from April to September of this year, we're down by 50% from 2021. In other words, we have 1,752 fewer home sales compared to the same time period in 2021. Now, it is true at 279 home sales for September. As you can see right here, this is the highest levels since May of this year when we had 357 home sales. But again, we can't ignore this giant decrease on a year-over-year basis, down by 57% from September of 2021. Also, if I had to guess, these numbers are going to look a lot worse in October, given the fact that rates are over 7% right now. Let me share exactly what I mean, because rates right now, according to the Mortgage News Daily, for people with exceptional credit is 7.12% as of the 17th of October. Let's look at home prices compared to 1 year ago for the median sold price for brand new single-family houses. Here's Uncle Fred's website. 1 year ago for brand new single-family homes, the median sold price was $404,300. Fast forward to the most recent data we have, which is August 2022. The median sold price is at $436,800. So have a look at this because this is pretty eye-opening. Again, 1 year ago, median sold price is just over $400,000. Also, 1 year ago, rates were at 3.16%, as you can see right here. That would give you a principal and interest payment of $1,391 per month if you assume putting down 20%. Again, the median sold price, $436,000, putting 20% down. The current rate at 7.12%. Your new monthly housing payment, which of course is only principal and interest, would be $2,353 per month. In other words, in one single year, the average monthly housing payment to buy a brand new home went up by $1,000 per month. I mean, how insane is that? It went from $1,391 per month. Now, 12 months later, it's $2,353 per month. And because of this, this is the main reason why we're seeing a giant decrease of brand new home sales across the United States, and of course in Sacramento as well. Of course, going back to this report here from the North State BIA, of course, they don't mention this, of course, right? But here's what they do mention. The number of people visiting new home communities in the greater Sacramento area was the highest since March. Also, we expect that sales or home sales will continue to gradually increase as buyers adjust to new market realities. To be honest with you guys, I don't know how many people can adjust to the new reality that your housing payment's going to be about $1,000 more per month compared to the same time period 1 year ago. And because rates increased so much in September as well, this is why we're seeing this huge decrease of new home sales in the greater Sacramento area. Again, the lowest levels for September since 2016. And by the way, if you guys are curious, here are the number of home sales by price range in the greater Sacramento area. In other news, according to the National Association of Home Builders, the share of new homes with Porsches dipped below 64%. And also, building materials have started to decrease, which is obviously a positive sign here. The prices of building materials decreased by 0.3% in September, according to the latest Producer Price Index or PPI report. Prices have now fallen 2.3% since June, the largest 3-month drop since April of 2020. Softwood lumber prices are 14.5% higher than they were 1 year ago, but have fallen 39.6% since March of this year. The index, though, remains 41.9% above pre-pandemic levels, though. Also, lumber commodity prices are at $510 right now. This is down about 45% over the past 6 months. Year to date, down by 57%. Compared to 1 year ago, down by 35%. From 3 years ago, which is October 2019, up by almost 30%. Also, the prices right now at $510. This is well below the highs we saw in 2021. Back in the beginning of May of 2021, we were just under $1,700. And going back to the Builder Association report here, steel mill products decreased by 6.7% in September and have fallen 16.1% over the past 4 months. The index for this is at its lowest levels since June of 2021, but prices are nearly double their pre-pandemic levels though. For ready-mix concrete, that increased by 1.4% in September, its sixth consecutive increase. And now prices have risen 11.6% over the past year. Also, this index has climbed by 8.9% year to date, the largest September year to date increase in the series' 34-year history. So as you guys can see right here, there's some very big differences regarding the cost of building materials. We saw this giant decrease in lumber commodity prices. However, though, ready-mix concrete is still up big time. Also, prices for gypsum, which is more or less drywall, has increased by 20.2% over the past year and is also up by 46% since January of 2020. The price of truck transportation has fallen by 3.1% over the past 4 months. Whereas year to date, the prices of ocean, rail, and truck freight has increased by 22.4%, 7.7%, and 8% respectively. And with that said, please comment below your biggest takeaways from today's video. Also, if you guys got any value in this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.